Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at Dogecoin. We're going to have to update some fib levels and just kind of see generally where we're at here with this new price action. When we talked about this recently, we had established higher highs and higher lows. We're still doing that, but we're kind of retesting this lower trend line here. So again, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site linked down below. Let's look at some liquidation levels and kind of get perspective on the back end data. Do me a favor before we get started though. Please hit the like button, comment below if you got a chance. Obviously, just help grow the channel. Deeply appreciate that. This is a 1 month time frame here for Dogecoin. And again, not a ton of liquidation, but there's more to the upside than the downside. We can see this, 16 to 18 cent range is a rough estimate for upper levels of liquidation based on the last month's worth of trading ever since the price had pulled back. We do zoom in a little bit. We can see more recent shorts got swept and effectively still some levels at between 16 and 17 more recently. So that just kind of tells us there's probably more incentive for the price to go up than down. However, we look here at this 14.3 cent mark. More recently, we got some late longs here, or more so recent longs. Essentially, getting into the price action, they may be susceptible here. So again, 14.3, it's fairly low. The price would have to sweep down a lot lower, but that could possibly happen. So just want to be mindful of that and aware. Again, awareness is the important thing here with trading. So is obviously risk tolerance. I talk a lot about that. Make sure you use proper risk tolerance when you trade. And what that basically just means is trade with what you're willing to either A, lose, or you're comfortable with losing and or gaining. Just because my risk tolerance is maybe a little bit more lofty than yours doesn't mean you follow it to the T. You just make sure you understand specifically, where you want to go with the trades, right? Either way, set a goal, set it and forget it. As far as swing trading is concerned, that's a good strategy. If you're a day trader, obviously monitor your trades fully 24/7. All day long, right? So again, that's why I don't day trade any longer. It's just a lot of work. Anyways, we're over 50 in the RSI, testing that here so far. Stochastic trying to swing back, money flow index fairly high. This implies we got a lot of money flowing in this coin the last couple of weeks. So last 14 trading days, we've seen more money coming in than out, which makes sense. Of course, it's no longer going down, it's going sideways. So that's a good sign. We can see here that the point of control is about 15.2. That's right below the price action. And generally speaking, MACD is in good shape. So overall, in decent territory here. Just like most coins, though, we're under the 50-day SMA. Until we break above that level, we do not want to consider this to be, overall truly bullish, right? Under the 50-day SMA, kind of, sort of not, okay? All right, so let's quickly look here at a couple of confirming factors in the 4-hour. Again, we're testing this ascending trend line here, essentially. We're right in that range where we're still establishing higher lows and tentatively higher highs. We had this more recent resistance level turned support? No, not quite. Price just broke straight through there. Got to keep in mind, Bitcoin's bleeding out from that 66.7 mark all the way down to about, I'm guessing 64.4 or 63.5. Those are two key fib levels for Bitcoin, and I think we're going to probably see the price action pull back to one of those two areas. We're really close already. So that will affect Dogecoin. We got to keep in mind too, 50 on the RSI, tentatively holding, but stochastic swinging down hard. If we can get 50 on the RSI to hold here and stochastic swing all the way down, we have a decent chance we could see the price action pivot and continue higher. Money flowing away from this coin, obviously last 12 hours has been bearish. We got a MACD divergence that we're working on here. So truth is, Bitcoin is calling the shots, but Dogecoin is not really following suit very well. While it did decent yesterday, it didn't do half as well as most other coins. So that leads me to believe that we could very well see a further correction on the downside. Again, as long as we don't get any lower than this most recent low here at about 14.5, we should be in decent shape to see the price continue further up. It's okay if we lose this trend line. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not going to be the end of the world, right? And of course, if we are, in this situation, we kind of look at it, we are starting to see some patterns forming. I don't want to jump the gun here and say there's a specific pattern, but in 24 hours, we're going to totally see if that's a possibility. What I'm getting at here is that the pattern that we're seeing is that the window of opportunity is closing. So you should have secured profit by now. Really, that's what it boils down to. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but greed doesn't belong in this market. If you watch my videos, you'll know setting a target that's realistic and ensuring you move your stop loss higher to secure profit is extremely important. It's not the market to just be like, okay, I'm going to go to the moon with Dogecoin. I'm going to walk away and set it and forget it with a high leverage trade. That is so stupid. It's not even funny. Okay, don't do that. That's just terrible. Terrible advice. Unfortunately, cryptocurrency, 90% of other influencers out there are going to tell you to take longs to the moon. That's not how it should work. What it should work out to is using proper risk tolerance and ensuring you secure profit when you can. What I'm getting at here is lagging span has been intersected with the price action for a few hours now. really just implying that once we lost this 0.5 fib level, you should have secured profit at that level. So furthermore, the conversion line's below the baseline and we're starting to break below the cloud. This is almost a consideration for a short, okay? So keep in mind, Dogecoin could very well continue just to progress lower, and I think it's more likely that it will sweep this lower level of liquidity before it performs otherwise, okay? Again, I think it was the monthly is what we saw, that lower level liquidity there for Dogecoin. Actually no, it was last 7 days here. Again, this lower level here at, 14.4, that's the one I was looking for. 14.4, this guy could very well be a realistic target. That would give us somewhat of a double bottom before it continues. Again, there's a lot of different theories there. We could even shape out to see a head and shoulders pattern. A lot of things could happen. It really just depends on Bitcoin, really, folks. Again, Bitcoin has an ulterior motive to come down to 60,000 in the next couple of days. Then we're absolutely going to see Dogecoin sweep all that liquidity and be in the low 13 to even 12 cent range. But pending that doesn't happen, Bitcoin stabilizes. I think Dogecoin has good potential to continue further up. We're just starting to see a lot of bearish signs here on the hourly, and that does translate to the 4-hour time frame and a few other time frames too. So let's just keep our head on a swivel, not get too ahead of ourselves. Low leverage, low position sizing, and make sure that you are staying safe and not getting destroyed. Okay. Again, do me a favor, hit the like button on the video, comment below if you haven't already. Make sure we grow the channel. Do yourself a favor, trade with BitUnix here in the US, Canada, other countries as well. There's no KYC or VPN required. Awesome rewards. You use my link to register. You have to use my link though to get those benefits, but I can tell you it's totally worth it. Nothing wrong with free money. All right. Thanks again, folks. Hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll see you soon. Take care.